Welcome back, you filthy exiles, and we are so close to the release, it's ridiculous. So there'll be, I think, maybe 3 videos coming out tonight. I haven't decided if I want to do the Delve video tonight or tomorrow night. It'll be very last minute if I do. We're just running out of time. But anyway, there might be another curation out tomorrow night. I haven't really figured it out that far yet, but we may do it. But anyway, today we got the announcement of all of the new Trathian gems, which, for anyone who doesn't know, you'll see these on the mercenaries. So basically you can either choose to hire the merc, you can take an item from the merc, or you can like cast out and exile the merc. So it's totally up to you. But there's a few new gems which are probably going to be worth looking at and playing because they're starting to look pretty cool. So anyway, first of all, we've got Chain Hook of Trathus. Now, throws chain hook ahead of you, attach them. It's pretty standard. Throws chains at up to 9 targets in range, and chain targets obviously gain 1 rage when hit. You can have a maximum of 12 chains. I 100% see myself doing something with this. I don't know what I will do with it, but it looks awesome. But we'll go through the damage stats very soon. We've got Heavy Strike of Trathus, so increases and reductions to spell damage also apply to attack damage. So basically you could do like a spell stacker and 2% chance to deal double damage when you're stacking intelligence. So basically, yeah, if we can find a way to run mace with like a stave, like a spell stacking stave build, we could actually make a spell stacking heavy strike of Trathus build, which would be really cool, or an int and spell damage stacker. There's probably a few items that come to mind with this too, which could be really good. Sunder of Trathus. We're playing a Sunder build, right? So this is what's really cool about this. We might actually be able to use this. So shockwaves deal 40% less damage. Waves cause shockwaves from up to 5 enemies in each area. Waves damage 4 areas. Waves have reduced delay. Waves cannot stop before damaging 2 areas. Wave can restart up to 2 times, which I think is the change here. I definitely want to try this. We'll have a look at the damage stats soon on it. We have Blade Fall of Trathus. So a volley of blades falls every 0.5 seconds, 2% increased volley frequency per mana. So we could do a mana stacking blade fall setup, which I could see being incredibly powerful, because if the volley frequency increases, basically you could turn them into laser beams coming from the sky. Then we've got Blast Rain of Trathus. From this, can't quite see. I think this is 20% to fire damage over time. Modifiers to projectile damage apply to the skill's damage over time effect. This actually looks really cool. This could actually be really good. We've got Siege Ballista of Trathus. So summons 8 ballista totems in a ring when you use the skill. It's pretty cool. If you've seen POE Guys video on Siege Ballista, this could definitely be a setup that you could use with it. Spectral Helix of Trathus. So throws 1 additional trap if dual wielding, which is weird. Traps last 4 seconds. It says throws a trap which, once triggered, fires a spectral copy of your melee weapon. Maybe daggers? Don't know. So basically it turns Helix into traps. We've got Spectral Shield Throw. So this adds, fires 23 additional projectiles. 3 to 5 added damage per 15 armor evasion on shield. I think it's to do with the projectiles. Fires 6 shards at a time until all fired. Weird. Then we've got Spectral Throw of Trathus. Again, fires 5 projectiles. Fires projectiles in a circle. Projectiles that have pierced deal 10% more damage. We've got Dark Pact of Trathus. This is almost 400% of sacrifice life as chaos damage is wild. So life stackers are going to be really good here. Reaching 7 ruin will sacrifice 50% of your total. So basically this is like that, like ice. It was an item that had like a certain amount of like ice damage that you put out based on how much health you have. So basically this is like a petrified blood, sort of perfect for petrified blood and stuff like that. Storm Call of Trathus as well, so this one could be really good. Modifiers the spell damage apply to this skill's damage over time. What would be probably pretty crazy is this would become a really good Ignite build in the end, I feel. So yeah, this is something worth looking at. Wave of Conviction of Trathus. So from what I saw, this shoots everything out in a radius. And then basically it comes back to you. It like sort of repeats or something like that. It's really weird. But yeah, this could be a pretty cool skill. So an expanding wave of energy surges outward from you, damaging enemies in a ring shape area over a duration. The ring then returns, damaging enemies again on the way back. So definitely going to look at a build with this. And we have focus channeling support, which is just a new gem. So there seems to be a lot of play up of channeling at the moment. So supporting channeling spells you cast yourself significantly empower their damage the longer they are channeled for, while also raising their cost. Cannot modify minions. So basically, supported skills deal 24% more damage per second, channeled up to 60%, and 20% more cost per second, channeled up to 100%. So that's the downside, and there's 10% increased cast speed. That could be really, really good on a lot of other, different setups to do with like lightning tendrils or incinerate. I feel like this league would have been perfect for my incinerate build, but unfortunately I'm going Sunder, and we're probably going to try out the Sunder of Trathus setup. Anyway, okay, so those are like the new gems that they're adding in, which look pretty cool as an overall. Now I've sort of covered off on all these changes, and I'll put a link in the description below if you haven't seen this yourself. The one that stands out is like the golem skills seem to be really cool. So like Summon Flame Golem, I actually have I found a video yesterday for this, which I'm going to put in the last curation that I put out tomorrow night. It'll be the eve before the league start. But basically now it has like, they have 29% increased damage, 20% increased AoE, and summons a Flame Golem that grants you increased damage and area of effect. The Flame Golem can cast a fire spray, a wave of fire damage, and an explosive arcing projectile now. So actually, I feel like this may be coming back, and we might be able to do fire golem builds, which I'm actually pretty keen to do, which we do on the elementalist at the end of the day. But yeah, anyway, look, I'll leave this in the link in the description below. But yeah, if this video gives you a bit of an idea or gives you some fresh ideas as to how you want to approach playing some of the Trathus skills, definitely post them up in the description or the comments below. Sorry. I definitely want to try a fair few of these because I think stuff like Spectral Shield Throw is pretty cool. I definitely like Chain Hook because I love Chain Hook, and Sunder of Trathus we might try as well. And definitely I wouldn't mind trying the Wave of Conviction setup too, because we have a build that could potentially use that. So yeah, in particular my Ignite, which this actually could be really OP. But yeah, anyway, until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. I think we're going to cover off on the Atlas planner that I'm going to use, because that's now up to date, and I'll put a link in the, well, I'll just do a video on it, and I'll leave you guys to it. But anyway, I'll see you guys later, and have a good one.